Okay, guys, it is June 21st, 2012, still. And I'm going to walk through the exact steps of using the V3. Let's say I'm going to do a run. Either it's going to be for me because and let's just say I'm going to do this for a Seattle window washer. So he wants to show up for things like Seattle window washing, okay? So here I go. And let's say I'm a guy here, all right? Let's just say I'm one of these guys. And so who knows who I am? Maybe I'm this guy here and I'm paying for every stinking click that comes to me, and I'm not going to actually cost this guy money. I'm just not going to click his link. Let me just kind of go around him. Let's just get a clue about his website real quick. Maybe I'm doing it for him. Or maybe somebody, and what? The guy doesn't show up? I don't know. What about this? Boom. Weird. Okay. So he must be playing around with his site and needs to get it forwarded properly, because right now Google AdWords is charging him even though the site doesn't actually go anywhere. It's so ridiculously weird. All right, so here we go. Chuck's window cleaning, just some guy. He's got his page here, and I'm just curious to know, copy, how many pages he has on his website. So I'm going to use this magic site command, site colon, bam, and I just look it up. One result. Like I said, maybe it is that he just made some changes to his site recently. Google hasn't gotten around to indexing it. It just sees one page. Is there only one page in this guy's site? You know it is. It might just be one page on the entire site. Well, this guy needs a whole lot more than that. No wonder he's paying for AdWords. Anyway, you can't rank for anything if that's all you're doing. And maybe he shows up for window cleaning Racine, Washington. Okay. Copy. That's the city, and I'm just curious if he does. Let's go to Google real quick. Actually, I'll do this in a new tab. All right. And why am I showing you this? Because say somebody sends you money, and they just say, this is what I want to promote. They give you a link to their website. That's all you needed to know. Okay, the guy is showing up for that. It's probably the one thing he's showing up for. What about something else? And what is this, Wisconsin? Well, okay, I'm doing this run for somebody else then in Wisconsin. All right, yeah, window cleaning, Racine, that even works. Control X, boom. And that's what he wants. Racine, Wisconsin window cleaning, Racine window cleaning. You know, there are lots and lots of terms he can show up for depending on how people think, but he wants to show up for that. And this is not enough. He's only got one link at the bottom of the page. If I ran this project out on 10 for him, I could take over a lot more of these front page results, believe it or not. Huge generic hits, even if they're big companies like this, you can shove a lot of them off just because this is just like a generic page on Yahoo. It's just one directory page. But if you create a site with 1,000 pages all linked together in a sitemap that all say the guy's stuff, pointing at the guy, you can overtake a lot of these and shove many of these results to page 2 because you just simply be more optimized for the search term. Yes, that's how that works. All right, so all I needed to know was the page the guy wanted to promote. Let's say this is it. He said, this is it. He sent me his, who knows how much he's paying, $2,000. Maybe he's paying $750 down and $500 a month. Maybe he's paying me $2,500 down, and by the time I get him 10,000 web pages, when we can see that, when we can do site chuckswindowcleaningwi.com and it no longer says one result, it says 10,000, then he'll give me another $2,500. Or 5,000. It doesn't matter because it's so easy for you to get 100,000 pages to show up. As long as the guy's website can hold that many pages, then you can get that many to show up. All pointing at them, all optimized for entirely different keyword combinations that'll help get this guy paid a whole lot more than he can possibly be making now. And so let's just talk about doing a run for this guy. And again, this could be anybody. It could be a ClickBank affiliate guy. It could be absolutely anyone, somebody with a short URL. It could be anybody at all. So how do we do a run for this guy? Let's just talk about it, because this is it. This is what you could charge $25 for, which you could charge a lot more for. Here we go. Let's do this. V3. I'm going to open it. I'm going to do a run for him right now. VARs. First thing I need is, this is the destination page, so that's what I'm going to put in here. Okay? Dot. Boom. That's it. That's the page I'm going to send people to. If you see the hyperlink, just right click and hit remove hyperlink, because this is a CSV file. We're not supposed to see the hyperlink in there. By the way, quick trick, if you want to see all these things spread out properly so you can see them better, click in here, That square at the top between the A and the 1, that corner, so everything highlights. Then just on any of these lines, whenever you see this bar with the arrow pointed both ways, as soon as it does that, double click. And there you go. It all stretches out. Okay, so you can click on anything now. All right, there it is. That's where we're going to have all the traffic go. We want our image to click to this. So we need an image. Ready? Let's go get an image from his site, actually. Maybe all I want is exactly this thing up here. Now, if I try to save it as an image, let's just see how it looks. Maybe it's not what I need. Let me just see. I'm curious. It says site header.jpg. Obviously, the guy just isn't much for SEO, but that's okay. Let's see how it looks. Oh, perfect. I can use this already. You know what I might do? I might lower the size a little bit because I don't want Google to say it's too big. So it's a simple thing to do. I want to get this down maybe, and you could leave it that big, but let's just say I wanted to use, let me see, I want to open with, and let's say all you got is Microsoft Office or whatever it is. It doesn't matter what, just anything that'll resize the image, right? Edit the picture and resize, and let's take it down to like 75%. That would be 750 by 180. That might be cool. And I'll just say okay to that. Perfect. I like the size. This feels right. It's not too huge. It's not strange. It's about right. I could take it down more if I want. I could take that down to like 80. Boom. Now I'm just definitely going to say that's all right. Okay. Boom. Save it. Now, what do I need to know? Site header.jpg. I got to cut it because I got to put it in the right place. In the V3, again, just making sure you know, in V3, MOWG-V3-files, paste it in, paste. There you go. It's called site header.jpg. Maybe I want to rename it. You don't have to. Maybe I do though, just so I know what it is. Window washer-wi, window washer wisconsin.jpg. Okay, that's all I need to know. www-wi.jpg. Ready? Let's go back in our V3. Oh, we have this open already anyway. That's where we put it. www-wi.jpg. That's it. That's all. So far, I'm on track. That's all I have to do. What do I want to call it? Chuck's Window Cleaning. I could do that. That's it. Just some short name that describes the business that'll show up on all the pages. It could be that. If I want to make it more generic in case Chuck isn't going to keep paying me because I'm going to do a monthly, I'm just going to be a little smarter about it. Call it Best Window Cleaning, or I could call it Window Cleaning Wisconsin. I mean, you can do anything you want like that. Okay? All right. That way, if he doesn't pay, that's okay. Because I got my pages done. I'm going to redirect them to some other guy later on in the project files. Now, I need Wisconsin cities that surround this guy, and it's okay if I go too far. It's okay if he shows up outside of his range. I'm going to do a Control F, WISCON for Wisconsin. There. Oh, I need the next one. That's Wisconsin, Minnesota. That's not what I need. Find next. Whoops. There. There. So now I got Wisconsin. I could just take all the cities in Wisconsin. Okay? I don't need to. I could ask him for a list of cities if he's paying me more, you know, for my time, because this is what you're charging for more than anything is your time. Let me get there. A lot of cities. It's cool. Wisconsin. Okay? And so I'm getting him too far if I do all these. I might just ask him for a list of his cities, right? But I don't have to. All right, here we go. Wow. Copy. Okay, now I use shift click and then copy, and you should know how to do that. It's basic trick stuff, but it's easy, and we walk through it in more detail in the training videos. Let me get back to my VARs page. That's what I want to put here. Paste. And I want to put it here. Paste. That's it. VAR 6, VAR 6000. You'll recognize them because they have geo-targeted city-state combinations in them. Okay? And on the 2 ranking secrets video, we explain why you definitely want geo-targeting no matter what. I don't care if you're doing automated Forex software. You still want to use a bunch of city-state combinations so you can create all these pages about automated Forex software in one spot, one website, where Google can say, wow, you got more pages about automated Forex software than anyone else, where the geo-targeting gave you the legal right, in effect. Not legal, I mean, it's just Google, they're a business, it's not legal. It's just following their TOS, their terms of service. But by creating a different page for every city, state, it's magical. Google says, wow, that's cool. It's a different reason to show automated Forex software. So all that stuff adds up. It's another way of doing automated Forex software videos, automated Forex software testimonials, automated Forex software review. We're just doing it with city states, and it's perfectly cool for Google. All right, I need keywords for this guy. I need at least 10. And actually, I'm not going to use Firefox. In this case, I'll use Chrome just because I can log in faster. Close tabs. Let me go to Chrome. Here we go. And I'm just going to put in some basic keywords. Window washing. This is probably enough. Search. Okay. Keyword ideas. Again, I'm showing you the work, you know, and I'm describing it the whole time. So keep that in mind. 800. What if I just say only show ideas closely related? I'm just curious what'll happen. 130. Fine. Perfect. 130. Watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to download these keywords. All search results, let's say, format CSV, download. And where is it going? Okay, it went here. Show it in the folder. Just kind of the way Chrome's doing it. So I can cut it. So I can go to my desktop, let's say, paste it. There. That way I can find it easily. And you'll see what we're going to do in a second. I'm going to move this out of the way. And there it is. Open it up. Now, this is showing up with a bunch of commas, so see how weird it looks that way? Remember what I said about commas and pipes. I'm going to do a trick on this, okay? I could just do this. If you want to see it better, I could close these and then come back to it. I can close that anyway. We're done with the city states. And I can close this. Okay, I just closed it. Now, watch this. I got two ways to see this file right because it's showing commas like I said. And so we are using pipes now for separators. Here are the two ways. I'm going to go out of my way to show you so you see them both. One, go back to region and language, additional settings, change this back to a comma. Okay. Notice how this doesn't change the files, it just changes how they're displayed. Look at that, perfect. Now I can delete them. And I can delete this, the keyword line, and I'm down to just the keywords themselves, okay? And that's going to be perfect. I can go back to pipes now because there's no separators, it's all line breaks. So it's okay. This will look the same now, whether it's commas or pipes. Let me show you the other way of doing it, okay? Okay, save. I don't need to save it again because I just did, okay? And again, it looks right like that unless I flip it back. Again, it's worth learning this. Additional settings, change it back to a pipe, boom. And of course the file is going to look really weird now, so you think, well, what do I do about that? I'll show you. So there it is. The file looks all wrong. You can't just get rid of everything easily. Watch this. Open with Notepad and replace, edit, replace every comma with a pipe. Now I am changing the file on purpose. Okay, I just changed the file. Every comma just got made into a pipe. So guess what that means? Completely readable with pipes. Let me get rid of all this extra data. Let me get rid of that keyword line. Delete. And now if I want to be more specific, and I don't have to, it's okay to have all this variability showing up for this guy, but of course a lot of these things won't apply. What can I do? I can get rid of some of these. I can just hold down my control key. I can work from the top down. Window washing solution, no. Now I hold down my control key, get rid of that. I don't want that. I don't necessarily want this. I do want that. I don't want tips because I'm selling my services. Window washing tools, bubbles, window washing. There, I'll leave that. I'll leave that. I'll leave that. I'll leave that. And let's just say and right now let me just be arbitrary about it, okay? All right, now delete. Right click anywhere in the highlighted area. Make sure to do that or you're going to lose all your highlights. You got to right click in a highlighted area so it knows you're working with that. Hit delete and then say shift cells up. Okay, there you have it. Now, anything with geo-targeting, I don't want that either, so I would have cleaned that too. Seattle, Phoenix, Los Angeles, Houston, because I've got my own geo-targeting. So again, click on the first one. Now press down the control key on your keyboard, hold it down, and keep clicking. That, and let's say I'm gonna just like go on my control key, right click, delete, shift cells up. And then, now that I took a quick break, I'll continue. That, now hold down my control key, that, you know, whatever. And just get rid of anything else, right? Delete. Shift cells up. Now, if there's a competitor, I can probably show up on Google Form and it's perfectly okay for me to use, but if I just want to worry about competitors and I want to stay away from them, fine. Right click, delete, shift cells up. Some people say, this makes me nervous because I don't know what to choose for a client. The answer is clean it up a bit, save it. Now just give it a name, rename, Charlie, right? I think that was his name. And I can send it to him. I can email him this thing as an attachment and say, hey, please go through the enclosed list, get rid of anything that does not apply to you, and then send me the finished list back. And what should I do before I send it to him? Open with Notepad, since he's probably using, oh yeah, I don't have to worry about it because there's only one column. If you were going to send it with more than one column, make sure to replace the pipes back to commas for him, right? Or her, you know, so that they see it right when they open it. But I don't need to because it's just one line. There's only data in one line, so I don't need to. All right, I'm just going to say I'm done, all right? There's still some in there that have geo-targeting and stuff, but I'm going to say I'm done. I may as well move this here. I can do that. It doesn't override anything. It's got a different name. I can keep track of this guy that way. I could keep all these in projects folder, you know. Cut, go into projects, and just save it. Paste. That way I can keep in mind who's who and all the stuff I have for them. They're keywords. That way I can swap them out easily. Okay. Later we'll teach you how to save copies of everything so you don't have to worry about it anymore. Now, how do you select everything anyway? I should have shown you earlier just in case you didn't know. I can do this double click bit here again. I don't need to, but whatever. Now, how do you select everything? Click on the first one. Now just scroll down to the bottom while the first one's still highlighted. It is still highlighted. I'm just going to scroll to the bottom. Hold down my shift key this time, not control, but shift. Hold down your shift key and hit the bottom one. There, they're all highlighted. That's how I highlight everything, by the way, like all my keywords. Now, ready? That's how I did it with the city states. Copy. Guess what I'm going to do? Minimize it. Go into my vars, open that back up because I closed it before. It's got all the right city states now for Wisconsin. I got to put it in 3 places. So I'm just going to highlight these 3 and expand it so I can see it better. First here, then here, then here. Okay? We're like, just so you know, about halfway done. If you can believe that. Again, if you want to see it clearly, highlight those 3 and hit go. And there you go. You can see very clearly what's going on. It doesn't really change anything except for how you see it. What did I do so far? Put in the image, and that's the image I saved right there, MOWG-UAP files, the name matches. And then what did I do? I closed it. And then what did I do? My vars is open. Boom. Now what did I do? I put in something for the name, something just saying what I'm promoting. The web page where I want this to go. It could be any page. It could be /page1.html. It could be any page. Okay? Again, it could be anything. It could be a ClickBank affiliate link or a short URL. Right click, remove the hyperlink. Then I put in my city states, copied them here. Then I put in my keyword, copied them here, copied them here. That's just about it. Now let's say I'm going to also backlink myself in the project. I might. So I might use my own website with the term I want, marketing experts, for backlinking. I can put more than one backlink term in here. I can put SEO experts. I can put Seattle website marketing, except that he's in, where again? Wasn't that Wisconsin? Oh, I'll do that. How about that? I'm going to make these more useful for me. So this is how you do backlinking, by the way. Wisconsin marketing experts. Now I don't need to backlink myself. I can just backlink somebody else. I do what the one rule: do not use the same website here that you use here, or your pages may not rank. Right? That's this guy's chuckswindowcleaningwi.com, which means I cannot use any page from chuckswindowcleaningwi.com here. I've got to backlink something else. Then if I want to make it relate to me, I'm going to use those terms. Wisconsin SEO experts say, you know. And I can use whatever keyword combinations I want. I can go as far as I want. I can even backlink more than one thing by putting more than one website here. And that's perfectly fine. Remove the hyperlink. Now, right now, when it generates the pages, it's basically going to mix and match these with those. So if I wanted it to be exact, if I wanted this to always stick with that, and this to always stick with that, I can do it. I can put a bracket on either side of this, which means every page it generates, it will do this, then that, then the next, then the next, but there is no next, so it starts over again. And that way I can put a bracket here, and it will also match up. Matter of fact, that's exactly why you see brackets here, because we want this to always relate to that. We want that to always relate to that. Okay? That does mean that those pages will also use that, then that, in that order. Okay? It's going to go top down, top down, top down, top down for everything. All right? Just so you know. If you don't really care, if you don't mind mixing and matching, or if you're only using one website, one web page to backlink to, and you can use multiple pages on a single website. I could have mowg-crew.com here, but I could have a different page, mowg-crew.com/strategies.html, and it can continue doing this kind of thing. And I can mix and match all I want here and all I want there. It really doesn't matter. And then either use brackets or don't, depending on what works best for you. It doesn't matter. Now, if I wanted to backlink another program like this guy, say this was an affiliate program, and say I signed up to his window washing affiliate program, but I also signed up to another window washing affiliate program, and I wanted to get ranked for that because it's my own website and I'm allowed to. You know, now, if you're going to put the pages on his website, don't do it. Backlink yourself, because it's part of why you charge him so little. But if you wanted to backlink some other affiliate site because you're doing more than one of these and you're trying to get the rank, what do? Just use the keyword combinations here. Again, shift click, copy, and then literally put that in for your keywords. You can do that. You can go like this, boom. That way you've got your affiliate links for all your different window washing programs. Sign up to all of them if you want, just stick them in here. That way you get mixing and matching for all of those affiliate links through all of these things. Okay? And yes, you can use entries more than once. If you want to make sure that this one, remove the hyperlink, this is always backlinked for that word and that word and that word and that word, then just copy this and paste it in each of those extra spots. Take this and paste it in each extra spot. Only rule, you cannot have spaces. There cannot be an empty spot with data below it. You cannot have this. Okay? You cannot do that. Okay? The data has to go until it quits going. So if you're going to do that, you also have to do it in the middle. But again, you can rearrange the order. And I can do that. I can make this one industry leaders, that one MOWG, that one MOWG, that one industry leaders. It's perfectly okay. I can mix and match however I want. Now what do? I'm almost done. I've got to do the last hard part. And then we can actually create the pages. This is really how easy this is. I mean, all the time here is just teaching you how to do it. If I just did it without teaching you anything, it's 20 minutes, right? Really. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to just take some of these. I could take all of them, but I'm going to make the work easy on myself. I'm just going to take like 20 of these. So it's through 21, because the first one, of course, is the header, but I need number 2 through 21. Shift, hold it down, and click. Then I can copy it. I'm going to paste it right here in the menu, underneath the word root. Do not erase root. You need root. But here, that's where it starts. Paste. There you go. I got it. Now, here's what I have to do now. When you see this menu, this means you have to change something here, because we're going to create URLs that have the keywords in them. So you cannot have a space inside a URL. So we must replace all the spaces with dashes. That would mean like so. Bam, bam. Now you got a dash instead of a space. Where you have 3 words, you want that twice. You want the dash here and you want the dash there. But it's a pain to do it manually. Watch this. I'm going to highlight everything I have not done yet, which could be the whole thing. It's perfectly okay. I'm going to hit Control H, is in Harry. And that way I can find a space, any space, replace with a dash. Okay, I use tab, by the way. That was the shortcut. After I hit space, I hit my tab, and then I could put a dash. Now when I hit replace all, it does not replace everything. It only replaces within what I selected. So replace all, and it's 44 total replacements inside of here, because I had, you know, high dash, rise dash, window dash, washing dash, equipment, right? That kind of thing. How well does that work, by the way? Yes, you can do things like this, and then you can hit Control H and you can replace your space with a dash, and it'll do it only in that selection that you chose. Close. And these are not spaces, by the way. These are empty. There is no space in here, so don't worry about that. Okay, watch this. I'm going to take this thing, and I need to transpose these to fit in here from var 2001 through var 2010. That's my var 2000 series. After that, it does something else, and you can tell because it says var 1. At the point of var 1, I don't have to do anything more with the file. I am already done when I get done with this var 2000 series, which is right next to the menu. Menu, var 2000 series, and that's it. Forget var 1. Forget everything else. That's all advanced stuff that you can play with if you want some other time, but you don't need to for the purpose of what we're doing. Ready? Take this, copy, because you got to copy the whole menu listing except for the root. Do not copy the root, copy your keywords. And then we're going to just paste them in here. A quick way of doing it is I can transpose it. So I can go like this. Actually, let me do it right here since that's where it begins. And I can go transpose. And it literally swapped. Instead of going top down, it goes left right. Why did I do that? Just makes it easier. See where var 2010 ends? Well, var 1, I can just highlight that and continue to the end of that data, which is right here. See how it bleeds over after that? This is the last cell. So I can shift click, cut, come down here, and paste. Guess what? I just lined this up perfectly to be here. All I need to do now is get rid of this default stuff. Just drop that. Don't get rid of the var 1. Don't make the mistake of reading this bleeding over and think, uh-oh, get rid of var 1. Don't do that. Just 2001 to 2010. Right click, delete, shift cells up. Boom. That's it. I'm done. I just finished the job, except for running out the pages. We're ready to create our pages now, except we need to put in FTP information to say where we're going to put the pages, what website. So we're done with doing all the stuff that we need to do to actually crank out the pages, except for just preparing our profile to upload them to wherever we want them to go. And that's basically it. We just got to upload our images to the same domain where we're going to put the pages. That's it. Okay, that was the work. Now let me refresh it, just review. I took an image, stuck it in the folder, and put the name here. Created anything for a name. I can even make it smaller if I want. I don't need to, but I can. I could call it best window cleaning, best window cleaner. Who cares? This is where it's going to go. This, I can change these if I want. If I want to say something different than provider, service provider, supplier, company, carrier, dealer, outfit. If he was a dentist, I could say dental clinic. If it was a veterinarian, I could say dog clinic or vet clinic or whatever I want there. And I can take any of these words out I don't want. In my case, I really don't care. I want all these pages to rank and point at the guy. Okay. There's where I put in my geo-targeting and copied it. There's where I put in my keywords and copied. Then I scrolled over to here. Here's where I put my keywords again for the backlinking. Whatever website I want to backlink. And really, since I'm not using brackets, and since I'm okay with mixing and matching, then I can just have just those two. It really doesn't matter if I dupe them or not. Okay? Because there's only really two choices to choose from. If I dupe it all the way down, that's fine. But whatever. Okay? And there's my keywords again. I just pasted it in here for my backlinks, right? Like I said. Then what? Then I just took like 20 of them and pasted them here underneath the word root. I did a Control H to replace space with dash, replace all. Inside that selection is what it does. And then I just copied this thing to transpose it right here, say. I just don't want it to paste anything over, right? Like if you're going to do it with 100 words, you're going to paste it here. Make sure you're not going to overwrite anything further down in the file, but you probably won't, okay? That's the only thing to be aware of, okay? Whoops. And once I did, I could cut, paste however I want just to get these things spread out in this listing here, okay? And again, if I want to see it clearly, highlight those, bam. And I can see this is exactly the same match as this, which has to happen. Whatever's here has got to match here. So if you have 20 here underneath the word root, you need to have 20 here. Okay, if you have 100 here, you need 100 here. Okay, it's got to just be 10 by 10. Okay, really you have to do it that way. That's why all you really need is 20, and that's perfectly fine. Okay, wow. There's nothing else I have to do with this. So really I mean, this is really honestly, when you learn how this works, takes like 20 minutes. We'll talk about var subs later on in the training when we talk about subdomains and the value of that. It's almost identical. There's only one other difference. Matter of fact, I can just say it now. The only other difference is this. There is something called a var 3000, which does not exist in the other page. Look, it says var 4000, var 9999, var 5. This one, var 4000, var 9999, var 5, but there's one other one right here called var 3000. This is the base domain where the pages get uploaded. In other words, wherever you're putting those pages, this is the base domain. All that we're going to have here is whatever the base domain is. All right. If we're putting them on the guy's website, that's his domain. If we're putting them on a different website, it's a different domain. Kind of the same thing as this. Okay. If we're putting them on his website, then this and this would be the same. But here's the difference. One thing to keep in mind, I want to make sure to point this out just in case. See where it says http:// wherever you see that in a var, wherever you see that when you're dealing with things, you must maintain it. Wherever it does not exist, do not add it. This right here could be domain.com. Okay, that's it. It could also be www.domain.com, except it's best just to go domain.com. Remove. Just go domain.com. Okay, because you didn't see any www there. Where it says http:// www. If you're going to put the pages, if you're going to upload the pages to the same place where you send the people, then this would be http:// www.domain.com. Okay, but notice how it has http:// www. That means no matter what, You got to use it or without the www. It's fine. This could be your clickbank.net / who knows f equals 1 2 3 4 5. You know how those affiliate links work, and that's fine. Remove the hyperlink. But that's it. That's how it goes. Okay? It's really all you need to know. If it does not have HTTP, www, don't use it. If it does, use it. But www is optional. You don't need it. It's just whatever you want to use. Okay. There. All right. And that's really the only difference as far as that goes. All right. So the next step is just going to be to use the profiles to create the pages. Now that we set up the projects, we're going to create the pages. And the only tie-in, so you understand it real fast, is this. This reads the right files that we just manipulated. So it goes, I know where the index page is, and I know where the vars.csv file is, and the rest of this, I'm going to tell it where I want to upload it to. I'm going to put in the FTP path, the username, and the pass, and save it, hit next, hit process. That's it. That's it. I just put in the number of pages I want and hit go. And then if I want to create more pages, I just open this thing again if it's not open already, and I hit go again, hit process. You can hit process, let it create the pages. When it tells you it's done, hit process again, and it'll add in more pages. And it will always update the sitemap, and those pages will always be unique. And that's what the batch file is going to do for you on complete automatic when you finally understand how the batch files work. All right? And those will just completely automatically run those profiles for you by hitting the process button for you. You don't have to open them to manually hit the process button yourself. You don't have to open this thing and then hit next and then hit process, because it will do that when you simply do what? When you just go here and hit the button, BAP, like that. It will do it, and it'll do it for 100 profiles if that's what you create. And so I shall break off now, and when I come back, we'll do that run, and you'll completely and utterly know at that point how to make a lot of money with this software, and you'll be able to practice once or twice to make sure you got it right, and then you can start doing it for anyone, anywhere, right away, okay, for whatever you want to charge, literally. That's it. And do a few for yourself, if you want, is a portfolio or a project so you can show other people what you can do. You can even get someone else to buy you the software in exchange for you putting 5,000 pages on his site and 1,000 pages a week for the rest of the year. And say, hey, I can't do it unless I have the software, but I know how to do it. I ran the software. I know how it works. I can do it for you. And the guy will buy you the software, and you'll do it for him. And you both got something out of the deal. That basically means he paid you the full price of the software is what he paid for his run. But you're the one with the software. They don't want to learn the software. They just want the pages. All right, that last piece, how you get the pages generated and uploaded, and how you just generate more and upload them. And that's really all you need to know to start. After that, it's all just extra stuff. It's icing on the cake, additional training that's incredible. I mean, I really, just knowing that much is like 5% of all the stuff you can do with the MOWG system. There's really so much more you can do with it, but it's enough to make you a living, and even 100,000 a month is what people are capping out at now with this very V3 project, just by knowing these instructions I'm teaching you right now, and by going through and learning how the subdomains work. They know how to make, and some of them do, as much as 100,000 a month so far. Okay. All right, let me break off. I'll come back and we'll do it again. Okay.